Hello and welcome. Several people have been asking me to comment on this race, so I thought I'd better make a video and let you know what I think about it, let you see what it looks like. So, we are in the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut. The series is called Let's Go Jesko in Season 3 of Road Collection. Now, I am fully upgraded in this video. You don't have to be to do this. In fact, this is relatively easy if you can race with all of your assists off, which is something I'm very comfortable with doing. The problem with this race is about to happen, and that is this corner. And after this corner is the next corner. So what's wrong with these two corners? Well, they are very low speed, tight hairpin corners. And when it comes to endless endurance racing, the number one factor is fame per minute. So the per minute is very important. So there's a couple of things that are wrong with this race. And yes, you've got to do off-track cuts if you want to do this. So first of all, races in the seasons do not pay very well. That's the number one problem. But then two, it's this track, which is just not a very fast track. So it's just not a good track for farming. Like Porsche short track, you eliminate these two corners. There's two ways to do this. I'm going to show you the other way later, taking that cut there. You could take the cut on the right too, which I actually think is a little bit better, although more chance of getting involved in some traffic hang-ups. But I will get into the specifics of this track. So good farming races are generally going to be in the exclusive series. Not always, but as far as new races are concerned, that's going to be where you're going to find them. There are some high-paying races. Ooh, came into that too fast. There are some higher-paying farming races in old series, but we're talking really old. So most of the time now, exclusive series is where it's going to be, which makes sense. It makes sense that they pay us more for exclusive series races since we're having to fully upgrade to even access those races. Now, right away here, we're going to fast forward to the perpetual point, which is after I have passed 42 cars. So let's skip ahead here a bit. We're into lap 7. Still taking this cut, but I'm going to adjust that in a little bit. And here you can see there's the cars are suddenly close together again. Like, this isn't very far into the race. My timer is not low at all. So you could definitely do this with lower upgrades, but then your earnings will go down even more because you will be slower. So your fame per minute will go down. So let's look at the earnings really quick. I'm getting 472 fame per minute in this car. Ugh. Audi R8 LMS Ultra at Porsche Short Track, 690 fame per minute. Porsche R918 RSR Concept, 700 fame per minute at Porsche Short Track. Ferrari FXXK, 930 fame per minute at Porsche Short Track. Apollo Intensa Emozioni, 1000 fame per minute at Porsche Short Track. So as you can see, there are many cars that are better than this one. The Audi R8 LMS Ultra is substantially cheaper than this car, and it actually is a better earning car. That being said, oh, by the way, check this out. Later in this lap, the bots are ridiculously close together. There's just a huge amount because I've been running about as fast as you can run here. Well, I mean, there's some guys who could run faster, but you'll see what I mean. There's a crazy amount of bots coming up. So there is an endless endurance race for this car over at Spa that does pay pretty good. However, as you guessed, it's in the exclusive series. And this baby is expensive to fully upgrade. 1,700 gold, 6th most expensive car currently to fully upgrade as of March 2024. So bear that in mind. You might want to wait for a sale. Look at this. Look at all those Absolutes. Like, holy smokes. That's a lot of cars. That's what happens when you start running back-to-back fast lap times. Isn't that crazy? Being careful with this guy. And we're going to fast forward just a little bit more. You'll see me taking the other cut here. Had to take it a little bit. Got to get on those brakes so early because this car's fast. The only metric for this car that's worse than the regular Jesko is grip. Everything else is higher. So that's why this car feels loose. It's really not. But as far as the amount of speed it has, then yeah, it does feel kind of loose. But I like this car. Kind of a fun car. And I usually end these tests right at the 50-kilometer mark. So the fame per minute I'm giving you is from green light to the exact 50-kilometer spot. I go back and stop it right there. So again, 472 fame per minute. Definitely way better paying races. 13 minutes, 58 seconds. So here's the Spa race, and here's some other stuff you might find interesting. Thanks so much for joining me today. Please like, subscribe, drop a comment, and I'll see you out there on the track.